Sentinel 5P, here is the Earth's pollution seen from space. Ozone, methane and sulfur dioxide. These are just some of the pollutants in our atmosphere just detected by the eyes of Sentinel 5P, the sixth sentinel of the planet, launched last October 13 in the Copernicus project, born from the collaboration between the European Space Agency, ESA, and the European Commission. More precisely, the satellite has shown us the current situation of the quality of the air we breathe, seen from space, thus providing us with detailed images of air pollution, which were presented today at the center of the German Space Agency DLR in Oberpfaffenhofen, Munich. One of these first images, below, shows nitrogen dioxide in Europe. Its emission is caused largely by the traffic and the burning of fossil fuels in industrial processes. The high levels of this air pollutant can be seen on some regions of the Netherlands, in western Germany, on the Po Valley and in Spain. Some of the first data were used to create a global carbon monoxide map. The animation, above, shows high levels of this air pollutant on some regions of Asia, Africa and South America. In addition, the satellite was able to capture, as seen in the image below, ash from the Mount Agung volcano in Bali, Indonesia. We know that atmospheric pollution threatens the health of millions of people. Just think that the poor air quality causes over 500,000 premature deaths a year, only in Europe. It is therefore important to understand exactly what is in the air we breathe, so that we can have increasingly accurate predictions and adopt, accordingly, adequate and new policies to combat pollution. So far, however, the satellites have not been able to provide measurements with a spatial resolution sufficiently detailed to allow forecasts of pollutant emissions. Sentinel 5P is the sixth satellite for the Copernicus Environmental Monitoring Program, but the first is dedicated to monitoring our atmosphere, explains Joseph Askbacher, director of ESA's Earth observation programs. In fact, Sentinel 5P is the first satellite with the purpose to monitor and map with extreme precision the pollutants of the Earth's atmosphere, including ozone, methane, carbon monoxide, formaldehyde and sulfur dioxide. In fact, on the satellite there is TROPIMI, tropospheric monitoring instrument, a very refined and cutting-edge scientific instrument, which measures from ultraviolet to infrared, that has the task of detecting the fingerprints of the numerous polluting gases, and studying the atmosphere band that extends until about 15 kilometers from the surface, also being able to measure the pollution emitted by individual cities. Since its launch, the instrument has undergone a planned decontamination process, and a few days ago, the door that seals TROPIMI has been opened, allowing the light to enter and make us acquire the first images, which the ESA defines as exceeding expectations. The satellite's TROPIMI instrument promised to offer images of pollutants with a higher resolution than ever before, and it certainly lives up to its promises, explained Stefan Deck, director of the DLR's Earth Observation Center.